beautiful, isn't it? Welcome to Germany, the home of Woolworth and CNA.
He's been going at it for ages.
There's a German singing Oasis rather badly.
We won't have a clue what's going on, but hey ho.
I think it's Schwerin, eh?
Something like that. It's SCHWERIN.
We call it Schwerin. Good afternoon / early evening. We're in Schwerin. We've spent all day just drinking. Well, I've spent all day drinking.
Oh, I haven't.
We've got to this place and it's lovely. And we were only coming for one night, but we decided, well, Man decided, should we just do 2 nights? To be fair, it didn't take much of my arm to get twisted, did it?
No, and I think whatever country you're in, there's weekend warriors, and the weather is just beautiful, and we're in a really touristy area. And I just don't want to spend tomorrow driving from air to air, because that's the problem with airs. They're brilliant and they're good value for money generally, but you can't book. So you end up driving from place to place if there's no availability. And tomorrow's going to be a busy one, I would have thought. So we're here till Sunday. So we've just had a chill day today. We've got the lake down there with boats and kayaks and paddleboards and things going on down there. And yeah, hotel behind us. It's lovely.
I'd like to say we've been down there.
I have.
I've walked down there a couple of
Have a
times.
little look. But it's really nice. Just nice to just stop for a bit.
We've come here because there's I think it's a castle. It's not a castle or a palace.
It's a castle in
The
on
summit.
an islandy bit.
Summit's in an island.
It's a castle, I've checked.
So this is why we came here, because it's a bit of a tourist place. It's on the top 10 places to visit in northern Germany.
And it's got an old town.
It's got an old town.
An old town.
We like an old town.
I've seen how many flipping old towns. This one might be different from the hundreds we've seen previously. We'll let you know tomorrow.
So basically today there ain't been no videos because we've been on last. What do you think about that? Look, I know it's shocking, isn't it? It's in a plastic bottle. To be fair, it tastes alright, and it's got one of them freaking stupid plastic tops on.
However,
but it was cheap.
We are joining the rest of the Germans, because here and in the Netherlands, probably the same in Belgium, but we never saw it. If you collect all your plastic bottles and your cans and take them to the supermarket, you can put them in this machine that just goes and takes them all, and then we're not sure if it gives you a ticket or money to redeem off your shopping. So we've got a bag of them going on. We keep putting them in the bin, and we shouldn't, because Stu gets through a lot of bottles.
I think Stu's going to the machine if he does that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Stuart's hat. I was sat here and man said, "Am you going to sort your hat out?" Because my head was sweating, even though I'd already customised it by putting holes in it. She said, "Am you going to finish your hat?" So I've got the drill out and I've drilled some more holes in it.
That really wasn't what I was thinking.
That was what you said?
No.
What was you thinking?
I really don't know. I thought maybe you'd give it some thought, not just get the drill out and start drilling holes in it.
You said sort the hat out and I've sorted it. What's that making that? That's Wodoku, isn't it?
No.
Oh. Something making a noise.
I think someone over there had like bells.
Anyway.
Couldn't have been me because I didn't have...
Stuart's new hat.
Where'd it go? Oh, I'll be shattered today.
Let me go and get my old hat because it's getting retired. We might have to have like a ceremony or something for it.
What are we doing with the old hat? Throwing it away?
I don't know, let me go and get it.
I
People
think
can make
Turtle
their
might like it.
Because it's going to take about 6 or 8 weeks until I get this video out. Let me get the old hat. We'll hang on to it for that long. And then people could tell us what to do with it. Might have to frame it or like hang it up in the motorhome or something. Hold on a minute, wait there. It's a beauty. It's a beauty, eh?
It's a something.
It's a beauty.
It had a lot of life in the boot of my car.
See, my man had a little micro, Betty. It was in the boot. She absolutely squashed it to death trying to kill it.
Didn't try to kill it, it just didn't get on with all the bags that got thrown in the boot of my car.
I will say to some extent she succeeded, but This hat is about 8 years old now, and I love it, but I think it is ready to retire. It's going to be a sad, sad day. See, now this was the same when I had it.
Oh,
I put holes in it, and I'm trying to recreate it with a new hat. But this is dead. So what we're saying, new hat, old hat. I'm kind of thinking the old hat again now, you know.
let's not throw it away just yet then.
We'll see.
at
We'll
the
wait for
state.
another 6 or 8 weeks. We can see what people say. I think I'm a little bit drunk. Have you ever sat on a campsite in northern Germany in the sun, drinking all day, thinking life ain't that bad? Nor me until today. Good morning.
Good morning.
A very sunny Germany again,
Very hot Saturday morning.
and today we're walking into the town. We spent yesterday, as you'd have seen, sitting around drinking. Well, I did most of the drinking, relaxing. So today we've half-hour walk, you reckon?
Yeah, and I think if you can do it, it probably is best to walk because the buses are really irregular. I think they're on an hour and a half sort of timetable. So you miss one, you've got an hour and a half wait. So yeah, if you can walk, and it's one flat straight road. Well, we're hoping this is the town in front of us.
Yeah.
We can't get lost.
We made it straight to the castle.
Yes.
Straight to the castle.
It's a very famous castle for this part of Germany. So
It's on an island.
yeah.
So, and then we'll have a look around the town.
I'm looking across the road, there's bloody motorhomes parked up over there.
Yeah.
Never
Right.
mind.
We'll show you around anyway. Let me just show you where we am right now. This is just coming into the town. And I think that's the castle in front of us that we're heading to. I think we found the castle. And
Wow.
yeah, wow, it looks very fairy tale like.
You know, it's Grimm's fairy tales, and you open the book, and literally that's what you would see inside Grimm's fairy tales. And I think they are actually German. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that those books are German, and that just is it all, I think.
It's quite spectacular when you walk down the road, isn't it?
Wow.
It seems everywhere we've been on this trip.
It's a bit of scaffolding.
Every church, every nice building, yeah. They seem to be doing building work and spoiling our photos.
Awaiting you as you move through Schwerin Palace, once the residence of the Grand Dukes of Mecklenburg-Schwerin, are splendid chambers and showrooms, as well as marvellous views of the grounds and lake. The palace is idyllically situated on an island in Lake Schwerin, and it's one of Germany's most important palaces. Slavic tribes called Wends originally settled the island, which is close to the lake shore. Above the entranceway, you saw an impressive equestrian statue of the Wendish prince, Niklot. A pagan prince, he was the last independent ruler of the Obodrites. He died during his campaign of resistance against the conquest of his country by Henry the Lion, Duke of Saxony. A few years later, the noble families intermarried, and Niklot's descendants became the Dukes of Mecklenburg. With a few interruptions, this palace served as their residence from the 14th to the early 20th century. With the end of the monarchy, after World War I, the palace came into the hands of the state, which operated it as a museum. Since the autumn of 1990, it's been the seat of Mecklenburg-West Pomerania's state parliament. Today, the second and third floors, as well as the former children's chambers, are open to museum goers. Please take the large spiral staircase to the third floor, where the tour begins.
things in my tired mind make me wanna take a flight. I do. This life is a dark night. Your love is a nightlight. My hands wanna hold tight. In the night, let go. I wanna cozy up with you. Fire golden and Joni's blue. I wanna float away with you.
Pity the age I decided to park in the middle and ruin my shot. So anybody else do this when they want some lunch when they're out and about?
Cheap and cheerful.
It's literally 4 minutes out of the town, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we found a little, and
We
there's
love a little bakery. So
little bakery and there's nobody about, so great. That suits everything that we need. Welcome to Germany, the home of Woolworth and C&A. Could have gone in there rather than gone in Lidl.
look quite closed actually.
Quite close. It's just nobody's vegan here, that's why. Oh, look at these, making a right racket, isn't they? He's still
He's
singing
still-
away down there, isn't he?
He's been going at it for ages. Now that's cool. I'm not in for boats, little boats on the water, but that's cool. I like that. I hope it's not just said.
Coxless coxman.
Is it something?
I bet this bloke works for DHL, getting in the way of the photo, doesn't he? Oi, shift. A bloke in a red t-shirt has been sitting on them steps for at least 20 minutes, just ruining everybody's photos. And then he got his camera out to start taking photos, so guess what man done? I know it's petty, but it's funny as well. Come on. Good morning. We're in very sunny Germany again. We're still in the same spot. Today we've got the bikes out. Man's gone off in one direction, I've gone in the other. I've decided to come round the woods at the back of our site. Now, they're very, very nice, but we've been bitten to death in the last couple of weeks. It's been a bit bumpy. And in these woods, as soon as you stop, gosh, I'm on you, on the bike there, so I'm trying to keep moving and talk to you, which is proving difficult, but it's really nice. I think I'm just going to keep following it around. Hopefully we'll come out the other end, but we will see. If not, I'll have to turn around and go all the way back. It's really pretty. It's the bloody mozzies, that's the problem. Well, I've stopped after about half hour, 45 minutes. The woods are beautiful, but it's taking your life into your own hands because the mozzies just jump on you as soon as you stop. But it's really nice around here, and I do need a drink, so we'll have a couple of minutes, keep walking around. Bike's doing really well, to be fair. I think they're made for this kind of train, but they're handling it all right. Oh, weird. Just come across all these houses on the side of the river, just out of nowhere. It is cool. Come back down into the town by the palace, have a little look round here. Come back to the park by the palace / castle. There's something going on over here. There's a German singing Oasis rather badly, which wasn't here yesterday. Like outside, I don't know, cafes and bars by the looks of it. I might go and have a look in a bit. I'm just sitting down, having a rest, enjoying the sun. I've had about an hour on this bench now. It's alright, isn't it? There's definitely a food thing, but I'm doing cooking displays as well and cooking demonstrations. I think there'll be no veggie stuff here this day.
Hier eine sehr stark wachsende Marke und natürlich auch diese
Very posh, eh?
Wir haben zum Beispiel das Erdinger
Bit too posh for me.
mit Zitrone oder auch mit Grapefruit und das sind Segmente, die steigen. Insgesamt der Biermarkt geht zurück. Natürlich muss man auch sagen,
Yes, no more thing. I'll even more to it. It's like everybody's got dressed up to come out. There's coming around in his scruffy shorts and t-shirt. I'll leave them to it, yeah. Found myself a bar on the main square, and they got the reggae music blasting, so I'll have half hour here. Thank you very much. I don't know, a bit of outdoor swimming if you want to come to Lübeck. Look, it's quite nice down here. It's a nice place, you know, Lübeck. It's got a real architectural history to it. Some of the brickwork on the building is quite unbelievable. That being said, one day is definitely enough here. Amanda had read some reviews online saying, you know, you can't do it in a day, you need a few days. I don't know who wrote that review. They must walk slower than me. I've just got to say as well, there's a couple of lads sat outside a van on this air. I'll see if I can film them. I'm in the N1. They've got life sorted. We've come back from town. They were sitting there with their glasses of something or other. And then they had a pizza delivery turn up to the car park. Yeah, this lad here and his mate. And that's us tucked up in the corner over there, look. And that'll be us for the night. Good morning.
Good morning.
From,
Very early morning.
Yeah, and it's a sunny morning in Germany again, rather surprisingly. Where are we going today, man?
Wismar.
Wismar.
Wismar. You know
That's
what?
pronounced perfectly.
We're actually ready on the road and it's only 20 to 9, which I know in the real world is actually very late.
But for us to be up and moving, it's quite early.
Sometimes I'm still in bed at this time.
The sites we're finding at the minute, people are getting there quite early. Leaving early, getting there early, so we just thought we'd get to the next one early and see what happens. So.
Yeah, this town we're going to, it's only got one here. So
yeah,
we need to get there, don't we?
Yeah, even if it just means sitting around in the car park a bit waiting. Yeah.
We had this place recommended to us from a bloke at the last time we were in.
Yeah, a Swedish man.
Yeah, lovely chap, Richard or Rickyard or something in his proper pronunciation.
Yeah, he highly recommended this place, so we've never been, we haven't read anything about it. So yeah, sorry I'm distracted because the buildings are just beautiful here.
We'll get back to you in a minute. Yeah, so if you want to come along with us anyway. Well, good morning.
Good morning from Wismar.
Rather surprisingly, yeah, we're here it's still morning, it's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
We've arrived on the site, set up and walked into town.
And we were really lucky, like lots of people were leaving, so there were lots of spots. So we got a spot all sorted. And it was a 5-minute walk into the town.
Yeah, we've been here about 20 minutes. You've seen a little bit of footage, and managed to found out
that this town, my phone's just gone off, sorry, and I've got to do a bit of a Google. It was part of East Germany under Soviet control until the wall fell in 1989. So many of the buildings in the old city have been preserved because we saw a picture of what one of the streets looked like in 1990.
Put it there.
It doesn't look like 1990 at all.
We looked at it and we were going like, look at the cars, that looks like it's from the 70s.
But maybe that explains why it looked the way it did. But there's a lot of history here. There's a harbour that will take you down to have a look at as well. I don't think it's the biggest place, but I think it's a bit like Lübeck. I think it's lots of history to it.
Yeah,
and churches.
The place ain't big, but the bloody churches.
The churches are huge. We're going to go into one later. It is €3, but we're going to go into that one later on and actually show you around it, because I think we need to go and see inside it. It's so tall. It just towers over the houses around it.
We put our head in the door. It looks really bare inside, and it's like bare brick and that, which is strange because they've all seemed to be painted white so far, don't they, in pastel colours. So we'll have a look.
That may be something to do with the history of this town, so we'll go inside and we'll find out a little bit more for you.
You might be able to see through the trees there. There's another big church over there as well.
Yeah.
We'll go and check that out in a minute as well. I mean, this is the second one we were just talking about. Look at the size of it. That's like if I was to do tug of war, you'd need 3 people against me. That bloke over there, look. So there's a plaque over there telling us what they've done. Now you can see there where the church used to come out from the other side. They've turned that into kind of a museum on how they built churches back in the day, which looks really quite interesting. Might possibly go in there later. What they've done is, if you could see where the church came out, they've recreated and built up the exterior walls to show how big the church was. It got destroyed in 1945 during air raids, and the remains were later knocked down, I think 1960. And what they've done here is, look, they've got the internal columns, they've put the bases so you can get an idea of the scale of what it looked like. We've never seen anything like this before. It's really quite interesting, and I like what they've done. It's a bit like Burnley's End, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
We can't.
We've just paid to get into this church building site museum thing.
We're doing sort of like a tour, all in German, but you know, you get to go right up quite high, we're hoping, so you know, the view will be lovely.
Now we have checked, and it's like €3 each. It charges €5, give us an adult and a child.
Yeah.
So I went back and I said, like, this is for 2, and yeah, 1 adult, 1 child. So I did ask which one's the child.
And he laughed. and he seemed to make a little bit of a joke of it, and he was quite a lovely man.
I think he's just done us a deal, isn't he?
Not sure what's going on. We have tried to pay the right money.
I'm certainly not passing as a child.
Neither am I. Look, these
Mentally,
wrinkles.
possibly.
So no idea what's going on, but we did manage to get a lovely badge and a sticker, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, you can come and look around this building site with us now.
Yeah, hopefully we get to go up there, because that's really what we want, the view.
Yeah, I think we should explain as well. The tour we're going on is in German.
Yeah, we won't have a clue what's going on, but hey ho, never mind.
We never do, but even less this time. Hello.
We're braving it because we've got our Amsterdam coats on.
We're getting some looks. I don't have these Amsterdam Max in Germany, do they? They don't know them, but it's absolutely chucking it down. Camera's got to go
And
away.
it's meant to get worse.
So we're coming to this other church now to shelter out the rain, basically. No, we were coming here anyway. But look, it's just an empty shell. It is huge. You'll have to excuse the squeaking feet. It's really unusual, isn't it? Just to come in a bare shell. And there are steps or an elevator up the tower. So guess where we're going? Right, so we just found out. Man's just asked the bloke, it's €3.
€3 each to go up to the viewing platform, because there's a lift inside the church, which is really quite bizarre. But he did say we'd have to wait 15 minutes because of the weather. It's torrential out there. I can't see it going up anytime soon if it's because of the weather.
Hopefully.
I'm
Be
not-
nice if we can.
I'm not quite sure what it's got to do with the weather.
There's a bit of the painting left on this bit, look.
Painting over there, and they've just cemented over it.
Yeah, it's been covered up at some point, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's those doors up there, I mean,
And outside
What's
looks
they for?
so ornate and so decorative, and then you come inside and it's really quite plain.
I think it's stunning.
It is, you know what, it doesn't have to be all pretty and shiny, and I mean it's obviously not a used church anymore because there's not a seat in here.
Some more paintings up there, look. Let's go and have a look at them. See, now this is my kind of thing. We spend a lot of time in churches, in all the towns and cities that we visit, and for whatever reason you want, man likes to go in them, it's nice and peaceful and relaxing. I just sit and basically look had been built. And this is unbelievable. It's like back to bare brick, and you can see every nook and cranny. I think it's just fantastic. I mean, look at the top of that one. The painting right to the top of there. Everywhere you look, there's just a little bit more. You see these little doors? There was obviously floors up there at some point. I mean, you can see there's holes in the walls as well, where the beams would have come out to the other floors. I would imagine where that beam is there. Sound like an expert, don't I? That might have been a floor. And maybe above it with them doors. Well, we didn't go up in the lift. It was called off for the rain, but they might be letting you up now. But
I don't understand because it's all indoors. Don't really get that bit, but yeah, we didn't get up in the lift, but we have had a really fab view of the town anyway.
we're heading back to the van for something to eat and have a drink.
So the rain's sort of slowed down a bit now, but we're going to get some food. We might be back out later.
Anybody who does ever make it here, if anybody watches it, ever wants to come, it's literally a 10-minute walk into town from this camping site, so
Yeah.
it's well worth stopping on. Not the cheapest, is it? But
No,
if you just want to park up, it's €15 now, and so that ain't bad.
but we've had the little card for the sanitary block, which is basically the showers and the toilets. So we're probably going to have to make sure we use them.
Yeah, so we paid a bit more. Anyway, we'll show you the campsite when we get back, maybe. Taking man to like all the posh places, look.
You know what? He's walked me around the town in the rain, and then he's brought me to Netto.
No.
Middle of July on the holidays.
When you're all alone. Come on. It's going to rain. Well, that's where we're stopping there, just. And if you can see, there's the churches we went in earlier. The one on the left, that tower, that's the one that's just got the remains on the side. And that's the big old church with nothing in it, right next to it.
They're really quite random. The town has got two huge, quite imposing churches, and neither are used for worship. One's a museum of how a church has been built, showing you the timber and how they make the bricks and things. And the other one, I'm not really too sure. It's to show you maybe the rawness of inside a church. It's a bit unusual, really.
I enjoyed it.
You know what? They were both really interesting, but the fact that neither were used for worship was quite unusual.
Yeah.
You don't often see that.
No, and rain stopped play this afternoon, so we've been in the van just passing time as you do in the van when it's raining. I've been editing, man's been drinking alcohol. No, she ain't really.
You know what, there's a wee little break in the rain. Stu managed to get my hair shaved because it was well overdue.
Yeah, and it's stopped raining now, so we'll come down the marina part because it's supposed to be quite nice down here, so we need to see it before we leave.
Again.
Before we leave.
We've got pack-a-macs in the bags.
Yeah.
You know those really lovely tasteful things? We've brought them. If I could give all restaurants one piece of advice, it would be put a menu outside, because then you can make your mind up before you have to go in and then do what By the Curb did and had to walk out because there was nothing below.
Let's go and have a look, see what they got.
Which is absolutely fine to do, isn't it? But it just makes you feel a bit uncomfortable.
Just got to kick these pair out of the way now.
If that man moved with his scooter, it'd look a lovely picture.
Yeah, shift buddy.
Quick before they come.
Just walked half hour for that. We ought to tell our viewers, all 60 of them. Colin's sitting on the dashboard, just telling everybody to F off. It is bloody huge. I might be completely wrong, but I think we found a Brandenburg gate. They're massive, aren't they?